Hello children, nice to be back to you all. I believe you are enjoying your online classes, and if you are not, please be very honest with me. Share your honest feedback so that I can make it more interesting for you. All for you all the time. Always I'm there for you. So I will try my best to make the classes more interactive, more interesting. So share your good ideas, share your innovative ideas with me anytime, whenever you feel like. Right, so I have already finished one session on tenses before. That time we had been discussing and revising on the present tense and its various form. And we have also finished one revision on the past tense and its various form. And now we are going to move on to the future tense and its various forms, right? So let's have a look and enjoy the session together. Get yourself some good cups of coffee. Enjoy the session with coffee, right? So what is the future tense? Future tense is describing any action that is going to happen in future. It has not happened, it is not happening, and it is only going to happen in future. So what kinds of verb that we are going to use there? Will or be and going to have to be used. So if I am using will, I will not be following will with going to. But if I am using be, then I am going to follow with going and to. And if I am following will be together, then also I am going to follow with the rest of the verbs, that is going and to. So here I will just make this clear with examples. Thomas will graduate in June. She will go there in the evening. I will go to the movie tomorrow. I will do this work later. So these are the sentences that is describing my future action or somebody's future action that is going to happen in future, right? But if I am using the verb form of be, if I am using is, that time I need to use going and to together. Like Mary is going to the cinema in the evening. She is going to the movie later on. She is coming here tomorrow. So we are seeing that this is the verb form of be has to be followed with going and to. And now I am taking you one step further. If I am using will and be together in a sentence, what am I going to do? I will be dash dash the cinema in the evening. I will be dash dash the cinema in the evening. So I am filling in by myself. I will be dash dash going to. I will be going to the cinema in the evening. So every time whenever I am using will and be together, I will need to use going to. If I am using the verb form of be, I need to use going to. But if I am only using will, I don't have to use going to. Right? We move on. The future tense. Sometimes simple present and present progressive are also used to describe future time. How come? Simple present and future tense? No, not possible. But let me correct you. It is possible. Whenever I am using simple present and present progressive or present continuous tense in connection with schedules. In connection with schedules, if I am using, then it is absolutely correct. But if there is no scheduling, then I am wrong. Supposing if I am saying she is meeting a new client at 11 o'clock. I am scheduling the timing. Just see, she is meeting. So here I am using present continuous tense, is meeting a new client, and I am expressing what? The future tense. So I am perfectly correct because scheduling is there. The train leaves at 6 a.m. tomorrow. The train leaves. Leaves is the form of simple present. But I am perfectly correct. No issue. because I am scheduling at 6 a.m. tomorrow. I am scheduling my sentence, my timing also. So whenever I am using simple present and present progressive to express future tense, I need to schedule. Without scheduling, I will be wrong. Let's move on. The future progressive or the future continuous. This tense is used to describe an event or an action that will occur and continue. Continue means it will be in ing form. So progressive tenses we all know by heart by now. All progressive tenses are in their ing form over a specific period of time in future. Example, I will be teaching at 10 a.m. tomorrow. So the verb form will be will plus be plus verb 1 plus ing. So I will be, verb 1 is teach and ing. I will be teaching, future progressive. I will be doing, I will be eating, I will be thinking. So all are the verb forms of future progressive tense. And put the time at 10 a.m. or might be tomorrow, because we need to mention the specific period of time also in future progressive tense. So put the time and put the day, maybe tomorrow, maybe in the evening, or maybe a particular time, and we are perfectly correct in describing future progressive. I will be doing, I will be eating, and then the time or the day or the date, whatever it is, done with the future progressive. Now coming to future perfect. This is also very easy to follow. Very easy in the sense, this tense is used to describe an event or an action that will be completed before another event or action in future. So perfect tenses we have seen are always used to describe some event or action that has been completed dash dash dash, that has been completed dash 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 before another event or time. Whenever perfect tense is used, we are describing two events, okay, that has been completed, one event and the other event at the end of the sentence. So here we are going to describe an event or an action that will be completed in future before another event or time. So as good as plain water, it is as crystal clear. There will be two actions or two events occurring, one before the other. We will have finished the exam by the time the class ends tomorrow. We will have finished the exam. One action is finishing the exam, that will be completed by the time the class ends tomorrow. The second action is the class ending. So the sentence perfect form, the future perfect form will be will plus have plus V3. In all the perfect tenses, we need to use the third form of verb. We need to use the third form of the verb always. So in future perfect, it will be will plus have plus V3. So here we see we will have finished the exam by the time the class ends tomorrow. It will have stopped raining. Will plus have plus V3. Just check. V3 is the verb form. Stopped I have used for the verb form stop. V3 form. Raining by 6 p.m. tonight. So event has to be mentioned or time has to be mentioned. And as easy as plain water. Will have what? The verb form, the verb 3 form. That's all. The future perfect is over. Right? We move on. The future perfect progressive. This tense is used to describe an event that has been in progress, in continuation. Progressive always identifies itself with continuation. So nothing Latin and Greek. It is again as simple as possible. Progressive tense, continuing action. So that action will continue for a particular duration of time. Perfect Progressive means before some other event or action. So again, two things have to be there in the expression. First is the action. First action has to be there, and also in the second portion, some other event or action has to be there, and the first action will continue for that duration of time before the second action. What? Difficult? Look at the example. By the time he finishes the law school, we will have been living in the US for 8 years. So, by the time he finishes the law school, that is the second action, we will have been living in the US for 8 years. Means my action is continuing for a particular period of time till he finishes the law school. So, my action is what? I will have been living in the US for 8 years before or by the time he finishes the law school. In August, next example, I will have been working in the school for more than 1 year. So, my first action is what? I will have been working. Means I am working in the school, nobody is asking me to leave the school. Neither I am also willing to leave the school. I will continue. So, I will have been working in this school till I reach August, or by August, or in August, I will have completed more than 1 year. So, this is future perfect progressive, describing an event or action that is continuing for a certain period of time before some other event or action. That is obviously in future, right? So, no more tension with tense, children. Feel confident with a better sense. No mistakes, no error of verb and grammar. So, that's all for today, folks. Hope to see you soon. Take care. Be happy. Stay safe, children.